In the town of Dayton, Washington, there's a small retro theater that definitely has a personal touch. Here's In-Step reporter Al Diaz with the story.
The Liberty Theater in Dayton is more than just a place to see a good flick.
If you went to a large megaplex theater, which is most theaters now are 6 to 12 screens or larger, it's a more personable feel here.
Michelle turns 13 today, so we give her a Liberty Theater.
We know people, we get to know them, even the folks that come from as far away as Walla Walla or Pomeroy that are driving 45 minutes to get here. We know them.
Built in 1910 and rebuilt in the 1920s after a fire, the Liberty Theater still looked pretty good in 1945, but 50 years later in the 90s it was a flop until the Touchy Valley Arts Council brought back history.
It's on the National Register of Historic Buildings, and we have to maintain it as such. So we spend a lot of time, probably more than other theaters, on maintaining the look and feel and atmosphere of our building. It's important.
But it's also important that they show modern movies here with modern technology, and that keeps families happy.
I'm really excited that we have a theater. It's wonderful.
We like singing on the top.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, I love it. That way we don't have to drive out of town to go to the movie.
I like up because I like the up and the front seat because you can see more better.
There's a lot of live theater that goes on that's absolutely fantastic, and we try not to miss any of it.
But we also do live performances here. We have our own community theater troupe that does one large musical each fall, and we have a variety show each spring. And then we'll have smaller events throughout the year. We have a talent show coming up this fall. We have something most recently we had the Celtic Moon Night where we played Celtic music. We'll have all kinds of events throughout the year, so it's not just movies. It's a community arts center, really.
And this theater is run by a nonprofit, which means they are more interested in making concessions and serving than gouging. Unlike other theaters that make most of their money off of concession stand sales, here at the Liberty Theater they only make about 20% off of candy, soda, and popcorn. And they keep their prices low so the community can afford to come here.
How many you got?
4 students and an adult.
4 students and an adult.
70% of the Liberty's funding comes from movie and theater performances, and the last 10% comes from giving, which is appropriate since this theater gives so much back to the community.
This theater is about 26, maybe 2,700 people in Dayton, and to have a theater like this that offers the things that we do is pretty rare, and so we're really lucky to have this.
In Dayton, I'm Al Diaz for In-Step.
Thanks, Al. And because the Liberty Theater is recognized as a nationally historic building, it would be a great place to see firsthand and catch a movie, too.